Hi, I'm Rich from New Life Scientific, and I just want to show off the Genser PILOTVAP-10 that we just got in, and had to order a few things from Genser over in Germany and got them in real quick to get it complete. But we went ahead and put all new hoses on it, new fittings, new seals, everywhere where you see the connections down in here and everything. Everything's been pretty much replaced with a new, so that we can be sure that everything's sealed good. So I'm going to talk about the unit a little bit. Obviously you can see it's running, and right now what we're doing is we're just taking some dirty alcohol that we've had, that we do a lot of flushing with on some of our instruments that we get in. We flush it out using alcohol, and then it's contaminated. So what we do is when we get an evaporator like this one in, we'll just go ahead and run a huge batch of alcohol, and then we can just reuse it and recycle it so that we're not polluting the environment. But so we got this one in, and it did come with the chiller that goes with it, the CS20 over here. It's running about 1 degrees, and it kicks on and shuts off with the temperature. So the chiller just cycles the fluids up through these hoses, and then of course into the coil here where it condenses. So what happens basically, same as any rotor evaporator. You got a heated bath over here running about 45 degrees Celsius. It enough to warm it up, and then of course pulling it under a vacuum with the XDS-10 Edwards Rotary Evaporator over here, or scroll vacuum. And so it's pulling the vacuum, evaporating the alcohol, bringing it up into the chamber here, hits the coils, and you can see as it condenses here, and it just kind of spirals down in the coils and then drips off the bottom down here and drips down into the holding chamber. Now holding chamber looks like about 4 gallons. I haven't measured it completely, but once it gets full, there's a valve on the bottom down here. I'll just come around, and you can see the valve down here, and you just open the valve, and then we'll drain it into a clean chamber. As far as filling the RotoVap, we have a idling, or I should say an idle valve over here, and that's this guy right here. So we just essentially just put this in whatever you want to, and then open the valve and just throttle it in, and then what it does is, because it's under a vacuum, it just pulls that substance right in out of the gallon jug that we're using. Pulls it in, fills up the roto, and we fill it about halfway so that it's got the most surface area, and just let it run and then come back. Now you can actually throttle that valve over here to get it to where it's constantly pulling in and then evaporating about the same consistency as pulling in. But of course, when this gets up close to the neck up here, we'll stop it and drain it and keep it going. But got the full controls here, so you can do all of your programs, set everything on the front side here. This is made, you can spin it around. You can have this as the front, you can have this side as the front, either way. And you can see over here on your settings, you have all the function keys over here. You can set your vacuums, you can set your temperatures on your bath. You can also have some safeguards where it's measuring your vapor temperature over here with this, and set some alarms on that if you need to. And then you set your speed real easy here on the RPM for your flask rotation. But it's just a real straightforward, simple, high throughput unit made to do a lot. I mean, you can, we just did this in the last hour and a half, so it's just doing a lot of volume. It's set up to do a lot of volume for those that are extracting in different plants, or even but yeah, it's a great running unit made in Germany by some great guys that are really helpful. I've dealt with them before, and they're very informational. Get any part you want for this machine, and they're just really great guys. And like I said, this is the pilot one. This isn't the automatic version. We've had the automatic version before, where it's just walk away and it just does everything. This one, you do got to hit the valves, fill it, watch it, empty it, but a lot of volume when you're doing it. But like I said, it comes with the Edwards scroll pump, chiller, turnkey, everything's there. Just as you see it, just like we're evaporating, we put it to use while it's here. So like I said, turnkey. If you got any questions, give us a call here at New Life Scientific. Thanks.